Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Japan's strangest customs and traditions. From giant phallus festivals to sumo wrestlers making babies cry, we're about to embark on a wild ride. So buckle up, smash that like button for the algorithm, and let's explore the weird and wonderful world of Japanese customs. Let's kick things off with a bang. I'm talking about the Kanamara Matsuri, also known as the Festival of the Steel Phallus. Held every spring in Kawasaki, this festival is all about fertility, safe sex, and, well, penises. You'll see giant phallus statues, penis-shaped candy, and even people dressed up as, you guessed it, giant penises. The festival has a long history, dating back centuries. It's said to have originated as a way to protect against STDs and pray for fertility. Today, it's a celebration of life, love, and all things phallic. Just imagine walking down the street and seeing a giant pink phallus being paraded around. It's a great example of how open-minded and accepting Japanese culture can be. So, yeah, the Kanamara Matsuri is definitely one of the strangest festivals you'll ever see. From giant penises to crying babies, Japan, you sure know how to keep things interesting. We're talking about Naki Sumo, a 400-year-old tradition where sumo wrestlers try to make babies cry. Basically, two sumo wrestlers face off in a ring with a screaming baby in their arms. The first wrestler to make the baby cry wins. It sounds cruel, but it's all in good fun. The Japanese believe that a baby's cry can ward off evil spirits and bring good health. Can you imagine being a parent and handing your precious little bundle of joy over to a giant, sweaty sumo wrestler? Talk about trust. Naki Sumo is just one example of the many unique and sometimes bizarre traditions you'll find in Japan. It's a reminder that different cultures have different beliefs and customs. So, the next time you see a baby crying, don't be so quick to judge. Hold on to your butts, kids, because things are about to get spooky. Forget Santa Claus. In some parts of Japan, it's the Namahage you have to worry about. These aren't your friendly neighborhood monsters. They're terrifying ogres who descend from the mountains on New Year's Eve to scare children into behaving. They barge into your home yelling, "Are there any bad kids here? Have you been lazy? We'll cut you open and take you away." The Namahage are meant to teach children about the importance of hard work, good behavior, and respecting your elders. For the adults, it's a chance to let loose, dress up in scary costumes, and drink a lot of sake. So there you have it. The Namahage, Japan's answer to Santa Claus, but with a lot more screaming and a lot less gift-giving. Let's take a break from the screaming babies and scary ogres and talk about something a little more morbid. That's right, it's time to discuss death. Specifically, the Japanese tradition of Shukatsu, which is basically planning your own funeral. With Shukatsu, you get to choose everything from the coffin you'll be buried in to the flowers that will adorn your grave. Imagine walking into a funeral home and being like, all right, let's plan this shindig. Shukatsu is all about taking control of your final farewell and making sure everything is done according to your wishes. It's a way to ease the burden on your loved ones and ensure that your send-off is a true reflection of who you were. So, while it might seem a bit morbid at first, Shukatsu is actually a very thoughtful and practical tradition. It's a reminder that death is inevitable, and there's no shame in planning for it. Embrace the idea and make your final farewell a memorable one. Okay, enough talk about death. Let's celebrate life with Seijin Shiki, Japan's coming-of-age ceremony. This special day, held every January, honors those who have turned 20, officially marking their entry into adulthood. Imagine it. You're all dressed up in your finest traditional attire, surrounded by friends and family, celebrating this momentous occasion. The highlight of Seijin Shiki is the beautiful kimonos worn by the women. These intricate garments are often family heirlooms, passed down through generations. The men typically wear suits or hakama, traditional Japanese trousers. Seijin Shiki is a time for young adults to reflect on their journey so far and look forward to the future with hope and excitement. It's a day filled with joy, laughter, and a sense of community. So if you're ever in Japan in January, be sure to check out Seijin Shiki. Things are about to get a little cheeky. And by cheeky, I mean thousands of men running around in nothing but loincloths. That's right, it's time for Hadaka Matsuri, also known as the Naked Festival. Held annually in Okayama, this festival is all about purification, good luck, and, well, a whole lot of skin. Imagine a massive crowd of men, all vying to grab a pair of sacred sticks thrown by a priest. It's like a giant sweaty game of grab-ass, but with religious significance. Hadaka Matsuri is just one example of how Japanese culture embraces both the spiritual and the, let's just say, liberated. Happy New Year! Or should I say, Akimashite omedetou gozaimasu. It's time to celebrate Oshogatsu, Japan's New Year celebration. Forget the ball drop and champagne toast, this is a whole different level of festive. Oshogatsu is a time for family, tradition, and of course, delicious food. We're talking osechi ryori, a beautiful assortment of dishes with symbolic meanings like long noodles for longevity and sweet black beans for good health. People also visit shrines to pray for good fortune, send nengajo, New Year's cards, to loved ones, and even play traditional games like hanetsuki, Japanese badminton. Oshogatsu is a time for reflection, renewal, and looking forward to the year ahead with hope and optimism. So if you're lucky enough to be in Japan for New Year's, be sure to join in the festivities. Just be prepared for a lot of food, a lot of crowds, and a lot of well-wishing. Get ready for some serious beauty because it's time for Hanami, the Japanese tradition of cherry blossom viewing. Imagine this, you're sitting under a canopy of delicate pink blossoms, sipping sake, and enjoying the company of friends and family. Hanami is more than just looking at pretty flowers. It's a deeply ingrained cultural tradition that celebrates the ephemeral nature of life. The cherry blossoms, with their fleeting beauty, serve as a reminder to appreciate the present moment and cherish the time we have with loved ones. During Hanami season, parks across Japan transform into magical wonderlands, with people gathering for picnics, parties, and even karaoke sessions under the blossoms. It's a time for joy, reflection, and appreciation for the simple beauty of nature. So if you're looking for a truly unique and unforgettable experience, be sure to add Hanami to your bucket list. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get a little nutty. And by nutty, I mean throwing roasted soybeans at demons. That's right, it's time for Setsubun, the Japanese tradition of driving away evil spirits. Imagine this. You're standing in a crowd chanting, Oni wa soto, fuku wa uchi, demons out, good luck in, while hurling handfuls of beans at a masked figure representing an Oni, demon. Setsubun marks the end of winter and the beginning of spring, and the bean-throwing ceremony is meant to purify homes and ward off any lingering bad luck. After you're done throwing beans, you get to eat your aged soybeans for good luck. So if you're feeling lucky and hungry, be sure to join in the Setsubun festivities. Get ready to move your feet because it's time for Bon Odori, a traditional Japanese dance performed during the Obon festival. Imagine this, you're surrounded by hundreds of people, all moving in unison to the rhythm of taiko drums and traditional music. Bon Odori is a way to honor the spirits of ancestors, who are believed to return to the earthly realm during Obon. The dances vary by region, each with its unique steps and costumes, but they all share a common thread of remembrance and celebration. The atmosphere during Bon Odori is both festive and solemn, with people dancing to remember their loved ones and celebrate their lives. So if you're ever in Japan during Obon, be sure to check out a Bon Odori dance. It's an experience you won't soon forget. And there you have it, folks. 10 of the strangest and most fascinating customs and traditions in Japan. From giant phalluses to crying babies, Japan never ceases to amaze with its unique and sometimes bizarre cultural practices. But beyond the shock value, these traditions offer a glimpse into the heart of Japanese society, revealing a deep respect for history, family, and the spiritual world. So, the next time you think of Japan, don't just think of sushi and anime. Embrace the weird, the wonderful, and the downright wacky, because that's what makes Japan such a fascinating and unforgettable place. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. See you next time.